Good morning, about creativity. Though things about children you've noticed, well, first of all, I should tell you who I am. I always forget. For the things that are both the best in conventional and non-conventional uh, means of the conventional and non-conventional means of helping you stay healthy. And I look for root causes. That's functional medicine, looking for root causes of health conditions that we can change at the root rather than put the Band-Aid on. So I'm going to talk about this has to do with stress, and it has to do with just being who you are without being stressed by who that is. And I think one of the best ways to look at it is in looking at in terms of play. So if you've ever noticed with children or even animals especially, it's so beautiful to watch how they're so uninhibited by things that give them joy and pleasure. And that is really the ultimate play is just getting pure pleasure or pure joy from something. And I think we can do that when we start to allow ourselves to be just who we want to be and let some creativity come through. If you've ever seen me draw, you will know right off the bat that I'm not an artist. I'm a very tight person that has a lot of trouble just relaxing and just playing. But I find that creativity doesn't have to be in drawing or painting or making some type of art project or doing some kind of art. Creativity is something that comes through you in everything you do throughout your day. So for me, because I'm so tight in certain ways, like drawing or painting or whatever it is, I have the ability though to relax in other parts of my day, and sometimes it's in really the messiness of a room in my home where I can just sit and relax and be myself. It sometimes is in something simple as how I bed, what I choose to eat, how I mix and match my foods. You've seen me do that all the time in any of these videos. I am always allowing myself to be creative when it comes to making a meal, choosing foods that go together or don't go together. I notice in my own home, I will arrange a room so that it feels more relaxing to me with something draped over a chair. And my husband, who's much more tight about or conservative about how a room is arranged, will come in and make it more symmetrical. So I might arrange something that's imbalanced, that seems unsymmetrical to him, but is very balanced to me, even though there's no symmetry to it. And that is a form of creativity. And I think it's really helpful to let yourself choose a different route to drive, a different drink to have, a different way to prepare a meal or have a lunch for breakfast, a salad in the morning instead of necessarily at night. All those things are your creativity coming through. There's no reason that you have to follow a set recipe. I tell you that all the time, that you should put your own twist on that recipe. The things you like, if it's more spicy, put more of that. If you like more lemony, put more of that. And just tweak those recipes and rename them, because now they're new and more of a creative endeavor on your part. It's just a way to make it more fun. So getting out there and having fun and doing it different is a kind of play, and it really helps you relax on having to be a certain person a certain way. It helps you relax on your stress levels, and I think sometimes we don't realize that's just as creative and fun as somebody who is doing an art project of some sort, or a new dance or a new movement. Um, that's another way you can be more creative, and instead of doing an exercise a certain way, do your movements in a different way, a way that feels more natural or more free to you that day. So nothing has to be set in stone. Just be able to look around and find those things that make you smile, that make you feel joy. And just think about, when you're watching children or young animals, that's all they have to do is play. And it is just such a beautiful thing to watch that creativity and that energy of play come through them. I really I'm not gonna present anything really difficult today. If you do have questions, make sure you post them for us. We'll look at them whether it's during the live session, or if you happen to see this later and post it, we'll certainly look and answer your questions. We're going to continue to do these live sessions every day at 11 o'clock as much as possible. I thought it wasn't going to be possible today because I had a 9 o'clock appointment that I thought was going to run too late, and luckily that did not happen. And I didn't even really have to worry about it. It just naturally flowed into the time that I needed to just open up this and do a live session. So that was nice to see. And I think I probably spent too many minutes worrying about whether that was going to happen or not. I almost had to open it up. Well, actually, I had decided that if I needed to, I could start the live session during my appointment, which happened to be to get my hair cut. So, I just didn't happen to have shampoo in my hair at the time that I was supposed to open up the live session. So I could have spent a lot less time worrying about it, and just realizing that everything was going to fall in place the way it needed to. So, oh, it, let's see. That was the main thing I want you to take away from this morning, is just being able to give yourself room to play and to take joy in something. I have had a lot of people throughout the years and as patients, and one of the first things I've always done with people that I'm treating for a very serious health problem, especially things like a cancer, is to help them find the things that make them smile each day, surrounding themselves with things that they love and people who love them, and then just taking note of those things throughout the day will really change the energy in your body and really change the ability of your body to start to shift into a more positive and life-giving and health-giving mode. And I don't even know if I really called it that. I just made sure that everybody had some idea of how to do that, so that throughout the day, I want them looking for, I want you actually to be looking for the things that make you smile, the things that give you joy, uh, the things that open your heart. And sometimes, that might be something in your environment that does that. Often it's a pet, sometimes it's a person and a conversation, sometimes it's a photograph that will do that. Oh, maybe a special little item or gift that you have on a shelf that you've put in environment around you to remind you of joy and hope and pleasure and fun and play. But things that open your heart. I know for me, this is kind of a funny one, but for me, if I'm really feeling like my day has been very, very heavy and I want to lighten that up in the evening, I will often look at like America's Got Talent or Britain's Got Talent for some of the golden buzzer performances, and I'll tell you, some of those just open my heart so much to see those. And I think anything like that is really helpful for shifting my own energy into a very beautiful and positive way that a lot of times I'm not expecting, and not something that I can really plan for. So it will be different for everybody. Music, a piece of music, it might be a piece of poetry. It could be, oh, just a statement, or what was I thinking? Not a motto, but an affirmation, a statement or an affirmation that really hits home to you. Those are things that need to be scattered throughout your day to really shift your energy towards a very self-accepting and self-loving place. And I really encourage you to think about doing those things. So I'm probably gonna just end this session just a little bit early today. We will be on here every day this month as much as possible. I know I have another appointment later in the week, right during this time, because that appointment was made before I decided I was going to do the 11 o'clock live sessions. So I may be in the middle of that appointment when I start to do my session, or it may be a little bit late, but that will be in a few days. And each of these different videos that we're making right now are going to be posted on the internet. I will post them separately as videos for the people that miss them. Please make sure that you post a comment. If you have somebody that you think this might be helpful for, make sure you share. If you haven't already done, go ahead and like and subscribe, and we'll make sure that you get some more of these things that can just shift your entire energy and your entire health as you start to do them, because everything you're thinking about is going to be causing certain emotions in your body, and those emotions are going to give you a whole brew of wonderful chemicals that will help manage your current health conditions in a way that there is no drug we could ever give you in medicine that would do that. There's no drug or supplement, and probably no food that would on its own give you the benefits of that brand new thought, that brand new emotion, and that brand new brew of chemicals in your body to shift your health in a new direction. So let's just go out there and have a great day with all these new thoughts and new emotions and new chemical brew to really uplift and restart this whole process of life in the new moment. All right, everybody, take care. We'll see you tomorrow. Let's see if I can do this without dropping my phone in the car.